precious boy. And don't let that chauffeur's daughter disturb you anymore. Go back to sleep, you wicked little crossbreed.
Your ladyship, I didn't see you there.
Obviously not.
I was just having a game with Miss Sibby.
I want you to pack tonight and leave first thing in the morning.
But your ladyship...
Please put Master George back into his crib. You are not to touch the children again.
Oh, I thought it was Nanny West ringing.
No, Mrs. Hughes, Nanny West is leaving in the morning. Can you find her a bed for the night and ask one of the maids to sleep with the children?
But your ladyship, I was only joking.
Please, Miss West, I prefer not to discuss it, except to say that your values have no place in a civilized home. Now, Mrs. Hughes, I'll wait here while Nanny West packs. You will fetch a maid and prepare a room. You understand? Miss West is not to be left alone with the children. Not for 1 minute.
Mind out, this is hot.
Spoons! Unless they're to drink directly from the bowl.
Oh.
Do you think there's enough?
Oh, you're going to feed about 50, I reckon.
You got some more? I'll have to have some more.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. You're going to have to feed a veg.
May we come in?
Your ladyship, what a surprise.
O'Brien seemed to think that you and Mrs. Bird were engaged in a commercial venture of some sort, so I came to see for myself.
We are not, your ladyship.
I agree, that's not what it looks like.
We feed these men once a week, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'll be back before luncheon at the big house.
I'm sure. But is it true they're fed from our kitchens?
Only the stuff the army gives. They are soldiers.
What did I tell you?
Daisy's right, we only use the food the army pay for. And all the men have served their country.
In future, I would prefer it if you would use food paid for by the house. I don't want the army to accuse us of mismanagement.
You mean you're going to let them get away with it?
Oh, more than that, I'm going to help them, and so are you. Mostly. If you bring that table over, I suggest we divide the food, then we can form 2 lines and it will go faster. O'Brien, you can manage the bread. Daisy?
Of course, my lady.
Beef stew, ma'am.
Stand all right, then.
There you are.
Take it away.
Thank you.
What have you told Bates?
Nothing.
And he hasn't asked why you're sleeping in here?
Certainly not.
I wondered if you might like to change your mind and come back. You heard Mr. Bricker say he was not in my room by my invitation.
How do I know that wasn't just his gallantry?
Because I'm telling you, nothing happened.
I'll tell you what did happen. You allowed him into your private life. A man who thought he could step into my place just like that.
He thought it, and he was mistaken. Very well. If you can honestly say you have never let a flirtation get out of hand since we married, if you have never given a woman the wrong impression, then by all means, stay away. Otherwise, I expect you back in my room tonight.
Do you know Isabella Moncrief?
No.
She's blown up like a balloon.
What do you mean she's in her room? How long has she been there?
Her maid took her some tea when she arrived.
What?
And I'm about to send up dinner.
Well, doesn't she want to eat with us?
I didn't think it appropriate, ma'am. And his lordship agreed with me.
I can't believe my ears.
Robert? A world-famous singer is in our house. A great artist, honored by the king. But you felt it beneath your dignity to eat with her?
I don't recall.
Am I the only member of this family who lives in the 20th century? What room is she in?
Princess Amelia, my lady.
You will have her next to you at dinner, and you will like it.
But what do I say to her? What does one say to a singer?
Bates.
I don't seem to have it. Could you look again? Because we definitely made a reservation.
Maybe each of you thought that the other one had done it.
I made the booking.
I'm afraid we're very full tonight. The Countess of Grantham has a large party with her.
Lady Grantham's here.
Among our patrons are some of the greatest names in Yorkshire society. And the Countess is among them.
Yes, we know her.
Oh, these people are claiming to know you, Your Ladyship.
Well, we didn't...
I know them both very well indeed. Are you dining here tonight, Anna?
We were, but there seems to be a mix-up with the table.
Well, I'm sure it can be sorted out.
In a jiffy, my lady, in a jiffy. If you would like to wait one moment.
That seems to have made a difference. Thank God he's a snob.
But, my lady, I promise you we never...
Sure not. But don't let's spoil the effect now. To be honest, I wish I could join you, but I better get back.
Well, if you'd like to follow me. Please excuse the little hiccup earlier. It will be the last. Ah, yes.
Well, I do, and so does Matthew.
And so does Matthew what? What else has Matthew decided for my family?
Robert?
Don't worry. I don't need to be fed. We're going, all of you, now.
What are you talking about?
Do you know who has prepared this luncheon for you?
Yes, Ethel, our former housemaid.
Who bore a bastard child?
What? Robert, Ethel has rebuilt her life.
Has she? Do you know what she has built it into?
What do you mean?
I think Cousin Robert is referring to Ethel's work as a prostitute.
Well, of course, these days servants are very hard to find.
I don't think you understand the difficulty she's had to face.
I couldn't care less how she earns her living. Good luck to her. What I care about is that you have exposed my family to scandal.
But who would know?
I can't tell you how people find out these things, but they do. Your gardener, your kitchen maid, you...
I suppose she has an appropriate costume for every activity.
We're leaving.
Is this because of me, my lord?
No, it's because of his lordship, and we're not leaving.
Is that a Charlotte Russe? How delicious. I hope it's tasty, my lady. Mrs. Patmore gave me some help.
I'm glad to know that Mrs. Patmore has a good heart and does not judge.
Is anyone coming?
It seems a pity to miss such a good pudding.